for joining us today. My name is Liz. I work right here at Common Ground Food Co-op in Urbana. If you've ever been to the Urbana market, you probably come in here with your parents. We're right in the parking lot. And joining us is my wonderful friend Izzy. Say hi.
Hello.
So today we are making Triple Berry Muffins. They are super easy and really, really delicious. They have 3 different kinds of berries in them. We have raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries. And all of them are local, which means they're from right here in Illinois. We love local fruits and veggies here at the co-op. It's one of the things we really try to have in the store as much as possible. The first thing, and I already did this here, the first thing you wanna do is just line your muffin tin with the whatever kind of muffin liners you want. It makes about 12 muffins. And if you found that you've made too many muffins or you just want to set yourself up to have some in the future, you can always put them in the freezer. And you just put them in an airtight container, put them in the freezer, take them out and microwave them. Start at about 20 seconds and see how they are from there. So I'm gonna walk you through this. So the first thing we're gonna do is get all of our dry ingredients in one bowl. So we're gonna take our biggest bowl here and our flour. So we need 1.5 cups. So this is a cup. Sorry, this is half a cup right here. So we need 3 of these. So I'm gonna show you the first one. When you're baking, it's always good with flour. You wanna make sure you get the right amount. So instead of shaking it to get the extras off, you just kind of level it like that.
Satisfying.
And it is satisfying. And it's okay if you make a mess. I'm gonna clean up after this, so don't worry about it. So we need 2 more of those.
2 more.
So this is Janie's Mill Flour. It's a local producer. They have a farm where they grow all sorts of different kinds of grains and they make a bunch of different kinds of flour. And what's really cool, if you go on their website, they have a whole recipe page and they recipe test different recipes with different flours to see which kind is really the best. So this is their all-purpose, but they have a pizza flour, they have a high-protein flour. They also make wheat berries and other things like that, and we have a ton of stuff in the store. I don't think that they're at our local market, but you can get their stuff here at Common Ground. Okay, so the next step is our baking powder. So we need 1.5 teaspoons. This is a teaspoon, so we need 3 of these. And you can do the same thing like you did with the knife, exactly. Now we've got baking soda, and we just need 1/4 teaspoon. So that little guy right there.
Small one.
The next step in this bowl is salt. This is gonna come out pretty fast. It's gonna make a mess, but we just need one of these little guys again, just 1/4 teaspoon. And never underestimate the importance of salt in baking recipes. I think when I was younger, I thought it wasn't like, we're making a sweet recipe, why do we need salt? But that little bit of salt really, really matters for cookies or muffins or anything sweet. That's great. So the last thing that goes in this bowl is our cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
We need 1.5 teaspoons. So again, we're gonna do 3 of these. And for the spices and things like that, you don't need to do the level off, just kind of shake it.
Okay.
All right, are you ready to whisk?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know which one the whisk is? Perfect. So just kind of
Mix.
go for it. So we're just gonna mix everything together. These are just all the dry ingredients. So flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, cinnamon. We're just gonna whisk it till it's mixed. For this recipe, instead of using fresh milk, we're actually gonna use a milk powder. And that is only so it's easier to give to you at the farmer's market. So, and it tastes honestly the same, but if you don't wanna use milk powder, you can just use regular milk. So for this, we're going to measure out 2/3 cup of water, cold water. So I'll do that. Okay, so we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of the milk powder. So this one, and just put it right in there with the water. So take the whisk again, and you're just gonna whisk it up as much as you can. We want all of the powder to dissolve so it just looks like milk. Okay, so we've got our dry ingredients over here. We have our milk ready to go, and now we're gonna add our wet ingredients into this bowl. So we're gonna start by cracking an egg into the bowl. We're using local eggs for this recipe as well. The ones we have right now are brown. The ones you get in your kit might be white, they might be brown, they might be a bluish color. Local eggs come in a wide range of colors, but you will know that they're truly local when you crack them open. The difference is just amazing. It'll be this bright orange, yellowy color, and they really, they're just so pretty and you can taste the difference. So love local eggs. What I usually do is just crack it against a surface, and then it'll open up a little bit and you kind of just use your fingers to pull it apart, and you just want to make sure you get everything in there but no shells. Perfect. And if there's 1 or 2 pieces of shell, you can just pick it out with your finger. That's beautiful. We have our egg in here. We're gonna dump our milk powder in the same bowl as well.
Milk.
And then we're gonna do 1/2 cup of canola oil. So we're gonna whisk all that up again, just like we did with the dry ingredients.
Wet. Whisk.
Perfect, that's exactly what I do. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put the wet ingredients in the dry ingredients. So I'm just gonna pour it right in.
Pour.
And then when you're making muffins or scones, this step, it's really important not to over mix it. You do so, it's gonna be a little lumpy, it's gonna be a little thick. You just wanna mix it until everything is really well combined, but you don't wanna whisk as hard as you did with the flour or the egg. So we could even use just a spoon. We don't necessarily even need the whisk. So you kind of just wanna mix it around a bunch of times until everything looks like it's just one mixture. You wanna try?
Yeah.
All right, so we are almost ready to put these in the oven, but we're gonna head on over to our berries. So today we're doing a triple berry. We have blueberries, we have raspberries, and we have strawberries, and these are all local, all super, super delicious. You love berries, right?
Yes.
So we'll start with the blueberries. We're not gonna do anything to them, we're just gonna put them right in the bowl. So we're doing a 1/2 cup. This is a 1/4 cup, so we need 2 scoops of blueberries. You can scoop or you can use your hand, whatever you want. For the raspberries, we are just going to cut them in half and do a 1/4 cup.
All right.
So these are really soft, so you just wanna kind of delicately slice into them. All right, and finally, we are going over to our local strawberries. So these we want to be in a dice. Again, the local ones often are a lot smaller, so however many you need, you really don't need that many, but just cut them into small pieces. So you just wanna take off the little...
It has a stem?
The stem, So I'm just gonna take a really thin slice off the top there. I'm gonna cut it into a couple slices.
Yum.
And then cut, you wanna eat that part?
Sure. Wow. A good strawberry.
And then just cut it into little tiny pieces.
It looks like tomatoes.
Okay, that's probably good. So, do you wanna put that in the bowl?
Sure.
Just a couple more. All right.
There's so many more blueberries and strawberries and raspberries.
The very last thing we're gonna do is add some sugar. Just gonna clean this out. So we need 3/4 cup. This is a 1/4 cup, so we need 3 of these.
A lot of sugar.
So we're just gonna mix all this together. We're gonna use the spoon again because we don't wanna over mix. And now that we have the berries in there, like I said, it's okay if they get broken up a bit. They're just gonna get cooked, but we don't wanna like mash them up. So we're just gonna delicately scoop everything together. Now, the last thing is we're just gonna put them in this muffin tin. So we have this really fancy scoop that I need to buy for my own house because these are amazing. But if you don't have one, I would just use that 1/4 cup that you used for, that we just used to scoop the sugar and just fill it. This one's really shallow, and the fruit, exactly. So we'll do one like that just to kind of show. So pretty much a full one, and then you would just let it fall into the cup. You want them to be not quite to the top, but just about. So I'll do a couple and then you can scoop a couple. So these are really helpful. They aren't as messy and they help to make sure that all the muffins are the same size. Sometimes when I make them with just like a ladle, we have one that's overflowing and one that's really tiny, and that's okay, but it's also just really satisfying when they all look kind of the same. Okay, so all of the batter is in our muffin tin, so we're gonna put it in the oven. The oven should be preheated to 375 degrees, and we're gonna bake these for about 25 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean. So we're gonna take these over to the oven. Okay, muffins are in the oven. What do you wanna do while we wait? We've got like 25 minutes. I know we don't wanna clean yet, so. All right. Isn't it the opposite? I haven't done this in a really long time. Did you do the back side?
What?
You never do that?
No.
You do back, front. So like 1, 2, back, front.
1. Okay.
You got it? All right. All right, we did go ahead and do some cleaning after we finished our game, so now we are ready to serve and eat these muffins. We let them cool off a little bit. If you pull them out too soon, they're gonna be really, really hot, and the bottom might be a little just kind of greasy still, so you wanna just let them cool a little bit. But these are perfect, so we can just pick our favorites. Let's see, those are some pretty ones. One more.
One more? Oh, sweet, that's not a big one.
And there we have it. These are our triple berry muffins with local berries, local flour, and I am so excited to eat them. They smell so good. You ready to try?
Yes.
Which one do you want?
I want this one.
Okay. These turned out really nice. Cheers. What do you think?
It doesn't just on the top, but like really berry and soft inside, and it's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a food critic.
You are. Well, thank you so much, everybody. We're so happy to have you here, and I can't wait for everyone to try these muffins. They really are super, super easy, but really delicious. Would you eat these for breakfast tomorrow?
Definitely.
They're a good snack. We'll probably eat a couple more before we finish up today, and then we'll have plenty to take home. We're so excited for you to get these kids kits from the market in Champaign, but if you ever find yourself at the Urbana market, we are right down the street. So come on into Common Ground and check us out. We sell everything that we are making here today, and we would love to see you. So thank you so much again for joining us, and thanks for being here for our kids kit. Thank you, Izzy, for helping me.
No problem.